World's most dangerous podcast. We will be in the building with good. It was going bar for bar. They camp was going down, man. Let's get it. Good. What's good? Hundo up in this studio. Hundo. F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out. Black in the building, man. What's goody, man? Wednesday night, man. Holding down, man. What's going on? Fresh out, man. Hey, man, it's Wednesday. You know how it goes down. 293, man. We got Jay Kemp in the building. Bebo P, man. Iceberg Slim, man. If you're new to the show, Jay Kemp, what's goody?
What's happening, fellas? I'm good, man. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day.
There you go. There you go.
Day. What's good?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Bebo
sir.
P, what's goody, man?
Hey, better than some of the Bay Hive after seeing those low to high four-figure Ticketmaster prices of Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, boy. But welcome to Fresh Out, world's most dangerous podcast. Go to FRSHOUT.com for anything that you see that you might like there. FRSHOUT.com. Hit that like and subscribe button to the show if you still have yet to do so, and we appreciate y'all for giving us your attention. Iceberg, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, like I said, salute everybody in the building, man. If we too low, too loud on the audio, man, we've been having some audio crap, so let us know, man, if we too loud, too low. Hey, man, cop the little Kendrick Lamar little cup, man, you know what I'm saying? Say, Drake, I heard you like him young. Never go for the sell by one. Hey, man, cop the cup, man, you know what I'm saying? If you feeling, we got it in the link, man. Scroll up, you know how it goes down. Hey, we got a good show today, man. Man, we're going to be talking about Jay-Z. We're talking about Drake. Hold on, we got to give the same sound effect with Drake. we talking about Drake. We're going to be talking about Westside Gunn, our brother. You know how it goes down, man. But as everybody walking through this door, man, we got to talk about Jay Kemp's little cousin, dog. Steph Curry, dog, trying to make the All-Star game basically a golf scramble. If you saw the All-Star game, if you basically wasted your time with this All-Star game, put a 1 in the chat, man. Tell us what your thoughts was on it and what they need to change. The show was horrible. I mean, this game was horrible. Let's be clear. But we did get some dope stuff because we was in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? So hip-hop did represent. E40 was out there getting busy, man, you know what I'm saying? Tell me when to go. You know, he was going in there going crazy. Too Short was in there going in and RIP, you know, to his brother, man, you know, salute to his family and all that. But like I said, like let me show a little something, man, real quick. Let me show a little something. Man, you know
fair use, fair use.
Who rocks a hat better than E40? Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? He was going in. Jay Kemp's favorite was in there going crazy. Hey, man, so they represented, man. They was going in. They was going hard in the paint. But Jay Kemp, Bebo P,
come on, man.
What's your thoughts, man, on the game, Jay Kemp? But then also, you know, what's your thoughts on the halftime joint, though? You know what I'm saying? Because E40 and them was holding it down.
I mean, I really don't have thoughts on the game. I mean, it's unfortunate that we even have to, like, address it. The All-Star game has been ass probably for the better part of, like, a decade. And it's getting continually worse. I don't really place blame on any one person, group. It's just not something that, you know what I mean, that people just really are in. I mean, the format of it, like Donnell said, you got guys making 200, $300 million. You think they're gonna go out there
Bruh.
and go hard? Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, the same thing is happening with the Pro Bowl. The NFL is going through the same exact thing. It just doesn't get as much pub because All Star Weekend is a weekend, and it's truly mid. At least in the NFL, you don't really have the top players typically playing in it. Like, they sit
Right.
out way beforehand,
Yeah.
and there's no, um, I mean, there's nothing to gain from any of these guys really playing in the All Star game. Like, I can see if like baseball, where typically the winner gets to host like the World Series. Like, you get to
Yep.
be the home team. Like, if there was some type of incentive, whether somebody's getting paid, I get it. But the All Star been asked for a long time. Like, it's not even really
Yeah.
worth going too deep into it. I mean, I'll let ESPN cover that. They ain't got nothing to talk about, so they want to talk about this garbage and then
Ain't no
like
football.
make so much more than what it really is. Like, we all kind of know, like, the All Star game is garbage. But as far as like E40 and them, um, it was good to see 40, man. 40 still one of the cleanest
Yeah.
cats. Earl is one of the cleanest dudes that you gonna
Let's be
see
clear. Yeah.
step on any stage, get in front of the TV. I mean, that dude is always gonna be pristine. You know what I'm saying? Look at him, man. He's like, bro, that's a dude
To me, where to
in his
go?
50s, still
Still
getting
going
busy.
somewhere.
Pause.
Going
You know
ham.
what I'm saying? Respect to him. Too Short was actually out there too.
Yeah.
I'm happy that the Bay Area legends did get their just due. Been nice they would have had MC Hammer come out. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Man, come on. Yeah. And
They
he's
ain't
like,
had
please,
Invo
Hammer, don't
come
hurt
out.
him.
Yeah. Dance, 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 dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Cat was trying to do the typewriter during the All Star.
Kevin Hart was horrible. Mama
He
Bear.
was. He
Like, he
was.
was terrible. Like, the whole thing, man. Like, nobody's taking it seriously. Like, Kevin Durant, when you got players saying we should just cancel it, I mean, he's speaking for the fans too. KD
Man.
was like, why are we here? Like, just let me go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Yeah, like
having to come out here
Paul
and
George
walk.
and Boo.
Yeah, I mean, then you got the team, the owners telling players, now you better not go out. These dudes is investments. Because if I was an owner, I'd be like, you better not go out there and go 100%. I got 300 million investing in you, fam. You know what time it is. We need to get this chip. But
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. I mean, All-Star game been garbage. Gonna
Yeah,
continue to
I
be.
agree too. Like I said, and first of all, real quick, man, before Bebo goes in, man, Mama Bear's right. She's saying Kevin Hart
Oh,
show. It was so much Kevin Hart bull, like
he was
top with
terrible.
the
Well, it was
cap.
Like
horrible,
always.
bro.
Donnell, salute, man. I see you, cuz. You know what I'm saying, in the
I
building,
was
man.
guessing,
Salute to
Donnell.
y'all.
I thought there was
Yeah,
incentive
yeah, man.
for the MLB.
Andre in the building, man. Best
Andre
hairline in
was
the chat,
happy.
man. Salute, we
Man,
see you, man. Hey, man, if you drinking, man, tell us what you drinking tonight, man. Miss Nikki's in the building. Salute, holding us down on
Miss
the X
Nikki.
joint. Salute, what's going down, Miss
Nikki
Nikki?
all day.
Poet and rhymers, yeah. And I'm an
Savage.
NBA fan, you know what I'm
Poets
saying?
and
It's
rhymers.
like Salute to Poets and Rhymers. She is a member too. Hey man, Poets and Rhymers, DM us your Eddie, man. We got some
Absolutely.
little stuff
And
for you
I
and stuff,
agree with
all that,
Poets
man.
and
Being a
Rhymes.
member
The
and all that.
NBA
Salute.
is whack.
If you're a member, you get the little perks, man.
Even though I'm a Laker fan, the NBA is whack.
Yeah,
Right.
Darren Harris in the building, man. Salute.
Good,
88
Darren
Spencer, we
Harris.
see you in the building, man. Our brother, man. Salute.
88
Still getting money
Spence.
from
Yeah, getting that
88.
money. Q Smooth, what's goody? You know what I'm saying?
Please.
But Bebo, what's your thoughts, man, on just the weekend? If you saw any of it, if not, it's all goody. But what's your thoughts, man, on the Bay Area holding it down? Because I got another question for you guys with those Bay Area artists coming through.
The best part of the 2025 All-Star game was E40 performing Tell Me Where to Go, followed by Too Short Rap and Blow the Whistle.
Yeah,
Not all the way sure why Saweetie was allowed to follow those two up with her joints Tap In and Best Friend before In Vogue did Free Your Mind. But I guess the NBA wanted to showcase a modern artist a bit more with Saweetie having two songs compared to the other aforementioned artists, legends, might I add. They were only allowed to do one, but it's all good. the Steph Curry 4-team aim to 40 points format of who was it? Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and the Rising Stars winning team from Friday night. Like J Camp said, the NBA they missed the mark like they have been over the last several years. It's here's the thing on the player side, they're just not battling with a winner's mindset as they should. Yes, they're talented, but with them engaging in some of the non-contested paths taken toward, the hoop, for example, shooting erroneous 3-pointers all over the place, just as examples, they're just not collectively aiming for excellence with that mentality of excellence, with the winner's mindset. Today's NBA players, they're just not competitive for the dub like how they once were. In fact, Paul George, I saw on a recent podcast show, he said that in so many words, he said that basically today's players look at the All-Star as a means to rest, as a means to chill out.
It should be. The season's too long.
Yeah, basically. Shake some hand, kiss some babies, keep moving.
Yeah. Now on the other side, there's just not a lack of competitiveness, though. I mean, on the other end, though, the other side, real quick.
Push back on that, though. But go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. Stay with me. Just on the other side of things, because I don't want to make this a one-sided situation. Real quick, there was only like 23% of actual basketball time out of 3 hours of a time slot.
Yeah.
They didn't even start on time. Like Mama Bear said, Kevin Hart, he trash talked over on the speakers against the players during the actual game. And heck, Draymond Green even ranked the All-Star game as 0 out of a scale of 1 to 10 before that game started. I mean, that's low morale right there, if you ask me. Yeah. With all that said, LeBron exited or announced his exit. What was it? An hour before the All-Star proceedings.
Long story short, it was trash. It was trash. It was trash.
If David Stern was in the mix, none of this would be happening like that.
100%.
You wouldn't be seeing it. It was a different and better standard back then.
I disagree with that too.
But Adam Silver. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I completely disagree with that.
Go ahead,
David Stern, again, I'm going to say it one more time. The amount of money that is floating around was not even close to when David Stern was managing the league and when he was commissioner.
A lot of bread.
These dudes are making $280 million. You can sign Jaylen Brown just signed like a $315 million extension.
Crazy
5
bread.
years. You think the owner of the Celtics is going like, bro, I want you to give it your all. No. That's not what he's being paid to do. He's not being paid to play in the All-Star game. The All-Star game is basically, yes, back in the 80s, it was something. But now, like, the amount of money that's being floated around, like, these guys are contractually obligated to their team.
To their team. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If I'm paying
for
you
the bread.
$315 million, I'm not paying you $315 million to go out there and be MJ in the All-Star game. Damn that, bro. You playing for me.
So let me ask you this then, based on your talking points. Should they cancel All-Star? Because I don't see
they should have canceled the All-Star game years ago.
Okay. Well, this is the thing, man. Like,
it's not even a fan event no more.
Well, this is the thing, man. Like, again, NFL does it right. They understand that their All-Star game is just basically come out here, kiss some kids, shake some hands, all that. You know what I'm saying? Again, NBA, the game's changed, man. Like Rudy Giuliani used to punch cats. A Rudy from the Houston Rockets, man, you punch cats, man. Now you don't get into those skirmishes anymore. People are thinking about long-term situations, just like Angela Reese, man. She makes more money off the court than she does on. But even with these NBA stars, man, they understand, man, hey, I'm not doing a whole bunch of ball playing at the end of the day. It's about money. The game's just changed again. It's not a physicality sport. It's more of a sprinter sport now. You know what I'm saying? High speed. Nobody's a hooper like that no more, man. They're athletes. So at the end of the day, man, it's just one of those things where they did too much, man, trying to give chucking them some flowers during the game, only having a couple minutes for them to play. LeBron wasn't there. Ant wasn't in the game. No. So again, to me, the only highlight was E40 and also I don't know. The info looking kind of like musty, but like I said, at least for hip hop represented. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. But the question is, 100%. The question is though, the Super Bowl is going to be in San Francisco next year.
Yep.
We had Kendrick tear it down. You know how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? He went hard in the paint. Jay Camp, B.O.P. in the chat. Do you see them maybe gracing that Super Bowl stage? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that, man? Or do you never see? Well, because of Kendrick or because of Jay-Z, will there never be another hip hop act performing for the main person for the NFL Super Bowl? And again, like I said, do you see maybe them throwing some love to E40 and some Bay Area artists next year for the Super Bowl? What y'all think in the chat too?
I can see them throwing a bone to some Bay Area artists. I don't know about them being like headliners, but I can see them being thrown a bone. Because I mean, at the end of the day, the obligation of somebody like Jay-Z is to put the best talent on stage possible. When I say, I'm not saying the E40 and Too Short obviously are talents. What I'm saying is they're going to put the best known talent, like today's talent, on that stage. Even if it's Drake, they'll put Drake on stage if he's that guy. But that's Jay-Z's obligation.
Right.
You know, so that's what he's paid to do. You know, he's not paid to technically cater to the three of us. I wish he would, because we would have wanted like guys like Nas on there. You know, like we feel like they deserve it. LL, we feel like they deserve it. But Jay-Z has to cater to a completely different culture and a completely different set of sponsors who are paying him handsomely to put a product at halftime.
80 Expense said White Iverson is coming. Ain't no niggas gonna be up in there. Bebo, do you think you will see some Bay Area artists, man, for the Super Bowl next year? Or will we ever see any hip hop acts ever again as the main artists on the biggest stage ever, by the way? And hey, salute to Leroy Green coming through. I see Pan African Zone real quick.
LG.
80 Expense coming in, man. And Rebecca came in. Salute to everybody coming in, man, holding it down. What's your thoughts, Bebo, real quick?
I really just think it depends. I mean, for our personal taste here at Fresh Out and just the hip hop culture as a whole, of course, we'd love to see E40, Too Short, you know, and so 100%. Forth, rock that stage. I mean, you talk about two of the artists who have the most numerous albums in their catalog. They have hits, a lot of hits in their catalog as well. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to see them on that halftime stage. At the same time, I don't know how much longer they're gonna allow Jay-Z and his cohorts on that side of things for Rock Nation's creative talent, or whatever the technical terminology is, to, you know, keep having black artists on that halftime stage, because they've had black artists up there solely for like the last several years now.
5 years.
Yeah, and you know, you couple the fact that, hey, you know, you couple the, you know, what is it, these political terms that's thrown out there, DEI, woke, and all that. There's a lot of people that watch this game worldwide, to the point where at some point they're gonna want more of a variety. Just knowing how their get down is. So when that's going to take place, I don't know. Like Jay Camp said, it'd be nice to see a Nas up there, E40, Too Short, fill in the blank. But it's just too hard to tell, given the current, not only the current climate, but where the climate's heading as the year progresses from 2025 to 2026. What do you think, guys?
Good point.
Ain't no niggas ever going to get on stage again. Done, finito. It's done. When Kendrick said game over, he was talking about black people. It's done. It ain't over. Like I said, I agree with 88 Spencer died. Post Malone all the way for the next 5. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have straight that Dunkenheim bread, out that bunny bread. That's what I said. Bunny bread. It's gonna be white.
It's funny you say that.
If they remove Niglets off the stage, I mean, then it's basically proves a point that we're just making here right now.
Yeah, and they weren't even half the cats at my job was like, "Hey man, we're cool with Kendrick. We like Kenny, But where was the DEI with the dancers? Everybody was black. We didn't like that.
You're not from Compton, homie. You ain't never been to Compton before.
No more gonna be up there. Yeah, everybody throw your fist in the air. 2026 in the Bay.
I mean, so again, back it just serves what Bebo P was saying. You know, it's like even if you remove Jay-Z, it doesn't change the fact that the Super Bowl halftime is gonna be mid. You can put Post Malone, you can put Jelly Roll, you can put Paul McCartney, you can put all these crusty white dudes on stage. It's still gonna be mid, like regardless, because they still somebody gonna find something to complain about. So they're not gonna satisfy everybody. It just is what it is.
Correct.
So again, it is the halftime show almost just like the NBA All-Star Weekend? Like both of them just mid now? Because again, if you our age, we saw the greatest ever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn.
That's shit under your shoe. Damn. That's like you step on the dog.
Somebody's food. Alex, what's goody, man? Gotta get your views up. West Coast. Yeah, agree. Yeah. Leroy Green's in the building. Leroy Green's a pillar, man. You know, we always salute Leroy when he come in the building. Hip hop got to stop asking for permission to be great.
100% Leroy Green, man. 100%, man. We ain't got to ask nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I said, again,
stand in genre. Even when we do got culture vultures trying to take over, we still don't stand in genre.
Just quick question, man. Did y'all not like LeBron not playing?
I'm a Laker fan. I don't give a fuck about that. He can sit out. I'm good with that.
Yeah, go ahead and rest, my guy.
The fact that was a topic for 5 days? It's just unbelievable to me. That lets me know where we are in society when we talk about somebody sitting out of a meaningless. The game don't count on nobody's record, and yet we talking about it like it's.
Easy. The Kendrick joint was crazy. Let's be clear. We talking about like the other coaches saying it was mid. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. There's so many like Easter eggs in that performance, man. Like Kendrick,
the more
masterful
about that performance,
it
was dope. I agree with you.
No, it's masterful, man. Like to me, Kendrick he's setting up another level where it's like a Nas joint from our generation, where
facts
nobody can touch him. You know what I'm saying? In this generation, nobody can touch Kenny, man. I don't care what you're doing, man. Let's be clear.
It's the frequency. Ain't nobody on that frequency, man. If you can't be on that frequency, then you might think it's mid. But that halftime show to me was dope.
Yeah, Hunt, Nine, you over here starting stuff already. Salute to you being in the building, though, man. Yeah, Pan saying need Bron to stay fit. Fact, Lakers show. You know, we like we got love for everybody. It's Lakers over here, you know what I'm saying? Dan,
none of my Lakers are playing the All-Star game, man. Nah, we good.
Well, Jay Camp's a Segway king. nigga talking about, we gotta go to Jay. First of all, let's be clear, man. Heezy, Leroy Green, they the Jay-Z fans in the chat. Super duper fans in the chat. We got love for Jay over here. Do we do some suspect stuff every now and then? Yeah, he does. It's all good. But we rock with Jay over here, you know what I'm saying, for what he did for the community, what he's still doing, you know what I'm saying? But alley-oop. Now we know Busby been on that ass. He putting wood to ass, man, with Jay. But he finally got off. Finally got that case dismissed. So what's Jay doing? Jay saying, nigga, I'm about to sue you, nigga, for all this money I lost, bro. I'm lost 20 mil. Let me play this little video real quick, man, so y'all know what time it is.
Right. Hold on. Fair use.
Sean Carter, better known as rap superstar and business mogul Jay-Z, able to declare victory after the case against him was voluntarily dismissed with prejudice.
Voluntarily dismissed.
According to a filing in U.S. District Court in Manhattan. The civil suit against Jay-Z was on behalf of an adult woman who said she was raped back in 2000. Following the MTV Video Music Awards when she was just 13 years old and went to an after party.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because
think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through.
The Jane Doe accuser, a 38-year-old mother from Alabama, spoke with NBC News in December and asked us not to reveal her identity. Her story then had several inconsistencies, among them that her father telling
We all
us,
know about all the
I
bull.
would remember that, and I don't. The innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence.
Long story short, the dude's looking like a little Russian little cat up in that door. Long story short, man, it looked like Putin. That nigga look like Putin. Long story short, man, Jay's like, yo, okay, take me out the joint. Again, he hasn't stopped the lawsuit with Diddy. He just took Jay off of there. You know what time it is. So Jay's, coming back and saying, hey, man, I lost 20 mil. Let's be clear. Because, again, there's a lot of things stopping Jay from getting that money. Let's be clear. Let me share a little something real quick just so y'all know what time it is. So let's be clear. Now, well, I'm just showing some websites right now. Okay. So the situation boils down to he got this bread going. And a lot of stuff is not just Jay. Beyonce can't do stuff because this nigga over here wilding or gotten caught up in some stuff. So Beyonce got the Levi's joint. She got about a $10-20 million deal with Levi. They tried to do it last summer, but all this stuff popped up in October. So now they basically coming out with it now. Then you also got her with this $100 million deal that she did 5 years ago with Disney. Now they're trying to scoot that over. What is Shaq doing? Leaning over in his little Toomey jacket. Yeah, caught my jacket. But long story short, they're trying to move that another $100 million with Disney with Blue Ivy. You know what I'm saying? That got messed up. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, fellas. Let me turn this music up. These Beyonce Cowboy Carter tickets. That's like, first of all, what time is it this year? It's tax time.
Season.
They want that money. 2,000. This is a Chicago tour. This ain't even like this ain't even New York. This is Chicago, bro. 2,500 to be in the Sweet Honey Pit, my nigga. They said, yo, we gotta basically kill this case, man, before we go on tour. We gotta get this bread. Because every now and then she bring out, Jay-Z to do a little on the run type swag. You know what I mean? So this is a bready situation. The other situation is that Hall of Fame joint he got with coming up in May with the Grammys for the Reasonable Doubt joint. So, hey man, this stuff was messing up a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Also, he's got a Reebok situation because Shaq getting money. He's in every little clip. Shaq and Allen Iverson. Yeah, Shaq and Allen Iverson basically just redropped some shoes from Reebok. Now they talking about getting Jay and 50 involved with doing the whole situation with their shoes. Those what was they? Jay Kim S. Carter's or some shit. S. Carter, whatever. So Jay has a lot of money on the line now that he can kind of go get the bread. Put out the money, BBOP.
Already. Hold on. Got the other one.
So Jay Kemp, Bebo P. Now, damn, he got a brick over there. I didn't know he got a brick over there.
You said 20 million, nigga. I had to get the other stack, nigga.
Shit. But Jay Kemp, Bebo P in the chat, man. Like, yeah, nigga, give me a loan.
Just saying, tax season.
What? Do you see now that he's going? Do you see Jay running 2025? Because again, music, fashion, film, we about to conquer it all. He said all this stuff. Rocket Red 80 million in 18 months. You can bullshit with rap if you want, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He said that back on for the fam joint. We see another takeover coming with Jay. Do you see with this court case moving away, Jay Kemp, Bebo P in the chat, that now this dude can run the gamut? Because who else is basically getting checks over here besides Ho?
I mean, the door is wide open for him. I mean, if we being honest, this ain't like no whole shade at all. I mean, the door really is open for him. To kind of get that cleared, off his resume. It's like trying to go into a job, but you got the felony on that joint. You know what I'm saying? You mean you gonna be out there like Rock and Joy sanitation crew? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he got that off the resume. So the door is wide open for him right now. I mean, you know, he has some opportunities at his feet, but that 20 million is 20 million.
Yeah.
Ain't no way to slice that. But I mean, Hove might be able to cook a little bit though. I mean, we'll see. We'll certainly see. But to dodge that lawsuit or to dodge that situation,
Heavy.
let me say the situation
Yeah.
is an ultimate win. Him and Rocky might be the two winners of Q1 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them dudes got out of some situations. Bebop.
When we talked about this, when the first case emerged, I want to say it was in December. This isn't to brag whatsoever. At the same time, Fresh Out called it. We knew that the case was sketchy. You know, we detailed it out from every aspect that you could consider. And we knew that this was, so there was some shoddy work going on here from the Tony Busby side. We didn't predict how this was going to end, but we just knew that there was, like, all the I's weren't dotted and the T's weren't crossed. And because of which, I think that Busby and his legal team underestimated Jay and Alex Spiro to the point where Jay-Z obviously sent out a message as soon as the lawsuit went public with Jay's name on there. And he got to the point where he got away, hyper focused on this case, got away, meaning he moved out of the crib to, you know, focus on this. Spent probably anywhere from the maybe $5 to $10 million, I would imagine, in order for this outcome to take place, because there is a lot more money on the line. So he had to clear his reputation in order for the aforementioned business deals that Iceberg just showcased to follow suit and others.
Yeah,
Plus, don't forget, he has that casino that he's trying to open up. So that means you have to
Man.
authorization for that. In addition, once again, to the slides that Iceberg showed up on the screen, you know, with the articles and so forth.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think about is the fact that Jay-Z's family got affected. So
Man.
he doesn't appreciate that. And then with that said, he's not only getting back to the bag from a business standpoint, but he's suing Tony Busby for extortion. So he's not only getting the bag on the business side, but he's going to make sure that Busby pays to the best of his ability.
He may not get that 20 mil, but he gonna get some bread though.
Yeah. And like I said, man, the Beyonce Levi situation, they've been waiting on this the whole summer, man. Let's be clear. They've been trying to get this joint out. And of course, White Iverson is also involved with that campaign as well. So, like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, you know, salute to Jay for getting this off his jacket. Real talk, man. Because they were trying to put some smut on his name. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Salute the whole. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, I think Jal Kosho, salute for him being in the building. She said it, man, he's a street nigga. He gonna do what he do. You know what I'm saying? So, again, you know, Jay's got the NFL. He's got artists. You know what I'm saying? If you got the bad PR, man, like, people ain't gonna mess with you, man. He got the casino, like B.O.P. said. You rivaling Nas right now with the casino swag right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna get that bid? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, this did halt up a lot of money. I think Jay's is in a poised position to really, regardless of you like him or not, man, he is in a position to take over the game this year.
He is.
Not only do you have his endeavors, you got Beyonce charging $4,000 to $5,000 for a damn ticket.
Highest I saw was in the 9,000s, but yeah, bro.
You gotta love Beyonce to pay that.
During tax time, by the way, you know what I'm saying? The other situation is Blue Ivy's on that joint. You know what I'm saying? She's on that merge too. Let's be clear.
Right.
She can basically she's young, she's that young Bronny James up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? They banking on her to make a couple like almost $1 billion. Let's be clear. So this situation messed up a lot of things. Hopefully there's no other situations popping up. I think they just kind of did that Rihanna joint with the ASAP Rocky. Slide these niggas some bread, dog. We gotta get this money. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what goes on, man, money talks. This year is a big year because we got a new administration in. So the rules are changing because of the administration and what's going on. This ain't the same like the last 4 years. This is a whole new ball game. You're gonna be seeing people rebranding themselves, connecting with the right folks. And if you're not basically got your nose clean, then I'm messing with you, man. You tapped out here, man. So what's you guys' final thoughts, man, on Hov basically taking the next game, taking this? Because again, the biggest thing that he's done so far, in my opinion, was the NFL halftime show deal. But now there's so many other things on the plate because Beyonce's got the hair care products, the liquor nobody likes. She got all these little brand deals, and also you can finally Shorty's at the age now. Blue Ivy's at the age, and now they cleared up that whole situation with her name. Now they own her name now because they didn't before.
Mm-hmm.
So now they own that name, and so now you're gonna start seeing her in a lot of teen magazines, H&M ads, and all that. What's you guys' final thoughts on Jay taking over for this, basically for the 2025 to 2026, man? You're gonna see this nigga clowning. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I mean, you pretty much put a bow on it, Iceberg. And we basically gonna see him getting further and further away from hip hop too. I think this basically puts a stamp on that. So for y'all begging for Jay to be in that hip hop 50 type bag, we far away from that now. It's about getting that shmoney.
Man.
So might be the last we hear from Jay for a bit when it comes to the hip hop tip. Bebop.
Yeah.
Just for the record, dismissing a lawsuit with prejudice means that this matter cannot be refiled. In other words, Jay-Z is all the way clear this particular matter of, regarding this case. So
Smooth.
He's all the way smooth here. Now, if anything else comes about or doesn't, we'll see either way that goes. But I mean, talk about a nicely packaged gift by way of, an outcome that's desired.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll end it by saying this. This is Jay-Z's moment where he would quote something to the effect of, allow me to reintroduce myself.
My name is Hov, but not only that, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So again, and this is the thing, Heezy. This would be a great time for him to drop some music.
It really
You know what I'm
would.
saying?
Yes.
Be a great time. And he's got some stuff in the tuck. Let's be clear. He got some stuff in the tuck. So again, man.
But we gonna get it though.
Shit, who knows? Like I said, man. But again, it's almost like A$AP Rocky. We're gonna talk about A$AP Rocky tomorrow, man. We're gonna have a little situation for you tomorrow. But it's almost like A$AP Rocky, man. He's the luckiest nigga in hip hop. He's facing 25 years, and now you can come out, beating the system almost like when D'Angelo in The Wire. You know what I'm saying? When Stringer Bell was like, man, we already paid off everybody, man. You good, nigga? Now you gotta make that money back. So, and this is the thing. You seeing the power of Rock Nation. We can put a nigga in jail like Tory, or we can get one out just like A$AP Rocky, because you basically banged up Riri. So also with the Jay situation, man. Hey, man, we can make things. We can press you a little bit, Busby. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Let's be cool. And like I said, he's saying, yeah, man. He got to drop more albums. He does. He's also saying, man, he gonna drop, man. He got much ammunition. He does.
Oh yeah.
But again, I see what Jay Camp saying though.
We got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, like do I want to step back in there and kind of mess up some of his corporate bread? Talking about stuff like Allen Iverson did in 2000,
right? And
David Stern has said, "What you doing, my nigga? We got too much money online."
You're gonna get a whole lot of billionaire bars if he do step back in the booth.
Yeah, man. Yeah. A$AP Telly, point fingers in the court, didn't get nothing. Telly, Two I'm so focused in the building too, man. Yeah, like I said, so salute to Jay, man, kind of getting that, over the situation, man. It is what it is, man. Beating that 12, man.
Congratulations, Jay.
Speaking of 12.
Never speaking of 12. Iceberg.
Hey, man. Westside Gunn, Buffalo in the building. Buffalo, New York was good. You get that new stadium right across the street. Now you got a 12 joint, you know what I'm saying? we didn't even know. We thought Westside was done. We see him dropping, visuals. We see him with the deals. And let's be clear, he's copping a lot of deals too, man. He got the New Balance doing. He got some New Balances that I would rock. Let me go get some boys. Nice boy. So, like I said, he's doing this thing, man. He's always been a fashion cat. He just dropped a new joint. 12. Stove Guy, a lot of cats on there, man. A lot of overground cats, man. Let me play a little something, man, for this joint.
Outlander.
Westside, man, holding it down. What's you guys' thoughts, man, on the album 12? Westside has a unique style, and first of all, I mean, he's always on X, man. He always be checking us out. So if you're watching Westside, man, salute, man. We got mad love for you, cuz you know what I'm saying. You holding it down, man. What you guys thought on the album? And again, we talked about Griselda a couple weeks ago, man. Just the future of Griselda. Do you think this is just a start of a new situation, just like the Jay-Z's about to basically come through in 2025, 2026? Do you see Westside basically ushering in the new next wave of Griselda with this album 12? J Camp BWP in the chat.
I definitely hope this is the new ushering of cats who I would love to see back at the forefront again, like Stove, ST Nice. You know, we got a lot of Rome and Bodie last year.
Bodie.
I would definitely love to see Westside continue to push the guys he got. To be honest, this album could have been called West. It could have been Westside, ST Neck, and Stove God. I mean, them dudes was on like every single joint, man. So I would have loved to see them just get a little bit more love as far as like focus for the album. But I mean, from a curation standpoint, you know, Westside is still second to none when it comes to that, man.
He's
he
still
continues
cooking.
to have his ears to the streets. He continues to give his fans what he wants. I've always said, man, if you have that Currency, Westside Gunn, Vic Spencer type of blueprint, you're gonna continue to be successful, man, because they give their fans what they ask for, and they don't steer from that. They don't steer from that either. This is 12 good joints, easy to listen to. It's not too much. It's not overwhelming. You know, it's he give you that classic Fly Guy, but it's also he allows ST Neck and Stove God to shine on this joint too, man. So I to your point, Iceberg, I do feel like he is kind of setting the stage for his guys to kind of cook and eat a little bit. But like I said, I would have loved Bebop just to see ST Neck and Stove God just get a little bit more,
shine. Yeah, a little bit more shine.
Because I feel like they just as part of this project as Westside was. I mean, if you would have told me this was Westside Gunn, ST Neck, and Stove God album, I would have said cool. You know, I would have said cool.
Yeah, let's be clear. Like I said, the album's dope. Feeling it. Real quick, man. Shout out to Chef Rado with the $2 holla.
Appreciate
He's a show sponsor, man. Like I said, man, salute to everybody showing the bready love. He's a show sponsor. If you want to be the show sponsor, you got to beat the $2. But salute to Chef, always holding us down, man. Hey, if you in the booth, man, DM us some music, man. We want to hear something. Send some bars, cuz. Also too, I saw Daniel up in here. Salute to Daniel. He's saying, "What if Diddy gets out this year? May not mess with Jay or anybody. Is it Rockies home? Happy under that umbrella, Ella, you know what I'm saying? Salute to L in the building. We see you, man. Peace, man. Also, L saying, man, 12 is a good album. Daniel saying, facts. J Camp, the West album. You know what I'm saying? Not the 12. You know what I'm saying? And of course, our brother Touch, man. It might be too expensive to do an album. Westside Gunn, Benny, Conway, all of them blew up.
Yeah, they did.
And Touch would know, man. He's an MC, man. So, but BWP, what you thinking, though, man?
I really believe that Westside Gunn's 12 album here is pretty fluid sounding here. I mean, standout tracks just off the cuff include like 055 and the Gumbo Yeah. if I'm pronouncing that right. But
who was featured on that Bebop? Because he bodied that verse.
I can't remember fully because I've only given one quick run through.
He's one of the newer Griselda artists. But
brother Tom SOS or something like that.
Yeah.
Some brother Tom. We're gonna call him brother Tom over here. Salute, bro.
Yeah, salute to the cat, man. But hey, when it comes to Westside's delivery, he's always on his fly street-ish there. And when it comes to the production of what Conductor Williams, Miles, Denny LaFleur, Derringer, CG, Crucial Guillotine, Mr. Green, and the standouts provided on 12. I mean, the beats really flow together very good as well with that classic Griselda sound. To your point, Iceberg, and as well as yours, J Camp, hoping that the Griselda sound, hoping that 12 sets off that Griselda sound even further. Now, if I could recommend anything moving forward to Westside Gunn, I would like to personally hear an album where we get more Westside on a solo endeavors, just personally. Don't get me wrong at all. Stove cooked, Esty Nat cooked. The other features on there just did their daggone thing. At the same time, just a personal thing, I would like to have a little bit more Westside on his own projects, just because we got so much love for what he does on that mic, his style, his high pitched and fly delivery. So, I mean, 12 is a dope album nonetheless, man. Salute to Westside and everybody else involved with that project.
Yeah, no, like I said, man, 12 is dope, man. Go check it out, man. Definitely some overground hip hop, man. Really holding it down. I love how Westside does his thing. And I think he kind of was like on that LeBron. I ain't doing no All-Star. I ain't rapping like that. I'm gonna have my young boys come and get y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool too. That's cool.
And again, I think this is just him kind of keeping his name out there, keeping his name fresh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like just kind of ushering in this next wave of Griselda. And also, again, there was no Benny. There was no Conway. You know what I'm saying? So again, it adds to the speculation. It adds a wrinkle to the story of what's going on with Griselda. And again, I forgot who said that. It was Touch saying it might be too expensive now. Again, like you get a whole bunch of young bulls in the game, man, and all of them are successful. Now they have different ways of how they want to move and shake. And now some of the labels they can't do an album. It's almost like I can't for my face joint. Like the label's like, nah, man, like if y'all put it out, we get 90% of all the money. So now if y'all put out something, nah, y'all not get no bread. So it could be some label stuff going on.
Could be that. Definitely could be some label stuff because their value has increased since they first emerged on the rap scene. So you're definitely right, Iceberg. At the same time, I also, have noticed that Benny the Butcher, he has the Black Soprano situation. Right. Yeah. And then Conway the Machine, he has drum work. So they have their own branches of what they have in addition to what they help to cultivate here at Griselda. So to your fundamental or foundational point, I mean, we're not sure what's what or if there's anything at all, but hey, it's all good. We're here to support all those brothers and every even the sisters involved with Griselda. So
it's niggas is always something. It's always something, nigga. It's always something.
We'll see all of them on an album at some point.
We praying that happens. We need another one. I
definitely believe that. But I do think it's good though for Westside to continue to push the cats that he's pushing, man. Because was like
that's dope.
He one of my favorite cats.
Stove is probably one of the best hook men right now, man. He's probably he's that dope game Nate Dogg. We need that weed every day. He's that little dog. He's a dope Nate Dogg. He's in the kitchen, dog. That Nate Dogg in the kitchen. Now that Pyrex Nate Dogg.
Nobody has a style like Stove God, bro.
Nah, he doesn't, man. Facts. And the album that he dropped was dope, man. I think we copped that on I forgot what platform you put that on, but it was dope. Tracy Suggs, my guy. Saying salute to you brothers, man, for the consistency, man. We see you, bro.
Appreciate the donation.
Appreciate that for the $2 holler, man. Him and Chef, man, the show sponsors, man, co-sponsors, man. Steph's basically saying too, man. Gotta check out that 12. That's why you come in, man. We're gonna talk about a little something, man. The other cats don't talk about. You know how we do, man. That's why we come here, man, for the heat. Leroy saying, man, not too expensive when you can fund it yourself, though.
Well,
Leroy said it like this. Well, you know, if you put it
well, this is the thing. Now that Benny's on Def Jam, it depends on how his deal was set up. If he can do stuff by himself without them approving it. This is what happens when you get on Def Jam.
You know how that sound, the iceberg? I mean, I would, but the way my deal set up.
My account set up. Well, the way my account set up, I can't do nothing, Westside.
Right.
So again, sometimes you know it is what it is, man.
They can only like do certain.
Yeah, man. Daniel saying facts, man. No Conway Butcher this time, man. Come on, son.
Right.
Focus saying, yeah, man. Griselda broke
the blade on there.
Right.
That Hannibal Daniel down with that knife dog and that fresh meat too, Paul.
Now we are not speculating whether or not they broke up or not. We do want to put that on the record.
But like I said, man, this thing. If I know anybody, if I believe in anybody in the game right now, though, let me put some little church joint up. If I believe in anybody in the game, well, it's our brother Westside. It's our brother Westside Gunn. Is gonna bring it home. Gonna bring it home and get it right. Suit the Westside. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Always.
That's Butler singing.
so much less dog with that singing dog, and didn't want to give it the mic neither. Speaking of bringing something home though.
Oh gosh.
All right, man. Put your seatbelt on. We gonna go in tonight. You know what I'm saying? Drake, Carbs Next Door, drops an album. Some sexy songs for you. After Kendrick just bodied you. You got gunshots on your hoodie and boo. You got just this. Everybody called you pedo at Super Bowl. And now you want to come out with something for the girl? But then the cover got two niggas on the front in fur coats. Oh, let me play this real quick.
Elimination, fake intimidation. Take a minute, take a deep.
It's B.O.P's cousin on the talking over.
Have a little bit of patience.
Drake is back and he's not being shy about his beef with Kendrick Lamar. He dropped a brand new album with PARTYNEXTDOOR and we're breaking it all down in this week's Music You Should Know, some sexy songs for you.
First of all, just real quick, yes or no, was this the right move for Drake to do a collabo album after you get dissed by the best MC in your generation right now?
No.
Bebo? Like, would you feeling this move? Was this the move that you would have told him to do?
I would have told him to not do it at this time.
First of all, we're not even talking about the music, by the way. We're just talking about the move. Now let's get a little bit to the music.
Happy Valentine's from Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR.
Carbs Next Door.
They gift you with 21 new tracks on some sexy songs for you. And Drake's ready to move on from the drama saying, a rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit.
They be dropping shit, but we be dropping hard as shit. For rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit.
And after Kendrick performed his Drake diss track, Not Like Us, on the world's biggest stage, Drake went in even more on the new album.
These just Nemo in the ocean, small fish making kids feel emotion.
So long story short, I got two questions for y'all real quick. So the first one is, have you even skimmed through this record? Because most hip hop cats are not gonna skim through this joint. Have you skimmed through it? And is this something like when Jodeci dropped when we was kids, or when we was in high school and the illest R&B cats dropped something? Is this one of those records?
No.
Music-wise?
No.
Have you skimmed through it, brother?
Jodeci didn't reheat hot dogs. Jodeci didn't put out the same really frequency every single time.
Have you heard the project, J Camp?
I did. I listened to it.
Okay.
Because I like to be fair. Like if I'm going, you know what I mean? If I'm going to like talk about it, regardless if I like it or not, or regardless if I like the artist or not, I feel like I should be at least fair. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way. It kind of sound like Cut Room Floors records, but BOP, what just was you feeling any records on the joint? Is this something that I'm an old head and it's for the young cats? Because again, Drake is 39 years old. There's only so much college lyrics you can do about hooking up with people and hating on every woman that you ever talk to. Like I would think, man, at this point or this stage in the game, if you drop an R&B record, it would be more.
It should be more
pliable.
It's gotta be. Yeah, you gotta be an adult if you're gonna do some R&B.
Leroy Green said it was a shit show.
Dang.
Power 1000 saying leftover shut your ass. T-Pain 2025.
Dang.
Yeah, facts. T-Pain was talking about the joint. It basically sounds some T-Pain swag.
A whole lot of auto-tune on this album.
It is.
I heard I'm So Focused said it. I heard the album is Hot Dog Water.
We gonna get into that. I'm So Focused.
Man. Facts. Well, this is the thing. We trying to be, like J Camp said, we trying to be easy on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're not just hating on the joint. But this is the thing. Even past the album, there was some copyright stuff going on. The SSS dollar sign. We know who that is. That's Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs, yeah.
Then he had the little bunny on the joint. We know that's Freddie Gibbs too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, you trying to steal from the homie.
Separately.
The other situation was hold up real quick. Let me just play a little bit just so y'all can understand what's going on. This nigga got trash bag pants on. Give you a second to get ready, then we right back into action. So again, the albums like did sound like some T-Pain with a new auto-tune little effect on this joint, but now a lot of the Drake fans are saying that Spotify and UMG are kind of suppressing the album. Let me play this real quick, man. This is J Camp's cousin.
Just posted some evidence that may prove
the nigga talking and academics and J Camp's people.
UMG and Spotify are working together to sabotage Drake. Drake would even like the post, so you know there must be something to it. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talker's Road Report for the Chick Smooth channel. We got to talk about this.
Shit, man.
Now, in the middle of a legal battle between Drake and UMG, alleging that UMG picked a side in the rap war of 2024, supporting Kendrick over Drake. And now that he dropped an album with PARTYNEXTDOOR, DJ Academics is using his platform to highlight people on Twitter who are saying that Spotify is either not showing the album when they search for Drake, or right after they play a Drake song, they play Kendrick's Not Like Us. So let's go through the evidence. Now, this person must be a super credible source because their @ is literally OVO members.
And salute to OVO members. We actually follow each other. He or she is always doing a lot of X spaces. You know what I'm saying? Salute to that account.
So if anybody's going to know of any shenanigans happening with Drake, it would be at OVO members. Well, they say, tell me why this is up next. Not Like Us. When I've already done the whole suggest less for Kendrick in that song.
So basically what they're saying is they're basically suggesting that they're using the momentum of Drake and then basically regurgitating it back into Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Again, I looked it up and I tried it on my joint. I didn't see it, but I don't have a paid Spotify account. I'm a Apple Music nigga. J Camp, Bebo P in the chat. I mean, will UMG be that petty? They making money. He signed to UMG. Bebo P, J Camp in the chat.
I mean, why wouldn't UMG want to push this, even outside of the lawsuit? I mean, I think them stands just got to realize don't nobody want to hear it. I mean, can we just admit that sometimes people don't want what we getting? Like, you can't swap the frequencies when somebody else then gave us, somebody done trained our ears to hear a certain sound. You can't take us back to what you was doing for the past 10 years, bro. Like, to me, that's the bigger story. I have a paid Spotify account. I tried to do the same thing, Iceberg. I tried to duplicate this behavior, couldn't do it. A lot of people have debunked this multiple times, and the fact that Wacademics you know, aka Diddy, has been trying to like push this narrative out there. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand it, man. Sometimes we just gotta call a spade, Bebo P. I've said it on here a lot of times, man. If the music ain't good, it just ain't good. Like,
Yeah.
Like the sales have been declined, like the streams, all that stuff. This has been like one of his lowest streamed albums.
Facts.
And the fact that I feel like he tried to use Party Next Door to slide this in on us, almost like as a test. Well, let me see if people still
Yeah,
really
and put some
wanna
testers
hear
out here.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like you sneaking in the club through the back door. That's what this album to me really is, man. I don't even think, you know, it's his album. It's Drake's album. I mean, this is Drake featuring Party Next Door.
Right.
That's what
Well,
it is,
and
man.
L, we
It's
gonna be on it, man. We gonna give it another spin, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But I definitely understand what J Camp's saying as well. I kind of agree with J Camp, where, you know, I'm a little older, so we done heard these lyrics, we done heard this
We've
before,
heard it from him.
and again, coming off of 2024, which again, Drake had a great year financially. Let's not be clear, you know. Let's be clear, you know what I'm saying, and he was still the highest streaming cat the whole year as far as hip hop, you know what I'm saying. So we just thought he would come out with something a little bit more Drake, like classic Drake, like prime Drake. You know what I'm saying? This is like that LeBron step back when he looks at you and he steps back and shoots a three instead of just going to the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like I like LeBron going to the paint, but I understand he's getting old too. But the whole thing is like we wanted Drake drive to the lane Drake. We didn't want step back Drake. Bebo, what's your thoughts, man, on this conspiracy of Spotify trying to, and again, I don't think it's suppressing Drake. I think it's really just, hey, if you listen to this artist, we're going to suggest Kendrick because he's the most popping right now. Like, what's your thought?
I think that when it comes to Universal Music Group and, you know, whether or not they are helping to boost Kendrick Lamar over Drake in lieu of Drake's legal situation against both parties, meaning Kendrick and UMG. Look, I think that they don't even have to do that. They don't have to. I'm not saying that they did or didn't, but they don't have to. Kendrick Lamar just won 5 Grammys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Grammys. 5 Grammys for Not Like Us.
God damn.
Just a couple weeks ago? And then the week after was Super Bowl, which is still viral. That halftime show is still viral. That Kendrick Lamar
we still talking about it.
To this day, there's people
To this day,
coming up with dances. You know, dancing their kids. People,
little African kids.
Africa,
Yeah, little African kids. Yeah, we saw them little niggly bears.
Asia, they're all coming. They're all modeling the "Not Like Us" dance that Kendrick Lamar did on that halftime stage. So, and we're still fresh off of that wave. So yeah, there's gonna be a strong boost of "Not Like Us," probably followed by Luther. Who knows? But that's what I think is the situation there. As far as the music of Drake, I actually don't think it's hot dog water from an unbiased ear. I did hear the album. I gave it one run through. I don't think it was all the way horrible. I do at the same time agree that the topics that he sings about or raps about in most cases, it is redundant. You know, and he's still in that same bag. I will say at the same time that I don't disagree with you, man. I don't disagree. I will say that the production on here helped to make this not as bad as, say, his last several projects, like Certified Lover Boy and the ones prior. Yeah, you know, I don't know where exactly it ranks as far as the catalog, but it's not his absolute worst effort. You know, just to be fair, and as J Camp said, as fair and as unbiased as possible. I do think that Party Next Door and Drake was not a bad setup or connection. No. I really think that it's like what J Camp said. J Camp said that this is essentially a Drake album featuring Party Next Door. The thing is just
bad timing too.
You say that again.
Bad
For people
timing.
in the back. It's just the timing. Bad timing. Yeah, just horrible timing. And Party Next Door, it's been a while since, it's been at least a few years since we, people have heard him drop music too. So, there's that factor, which is good to see him and hear him back at it. But, you combine those variables together and it's just not the best move that Drake's team should have made. But again, it's not his worst album that he's come out with, in my personal opinion.
Well, and again, like
an album that we've heard before from Drake.
It is.
That's the sad part. And it's 21 joints of it.
Right.
21 joints to try to boost your streaming.
Yeah.
Right.
The only reason why you're gonna have 21 joints is to the more joints you got, the more opportunities you got to stream.
Well, and don't get me wrong. Like, let's be clear. L basically said before I did. He dropped last year. Party Next Door did. He actually dropped the one where he's hitting the girl from the back and on the cover.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, he dropped the joint. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
bad.
They didn't really do a lot of promoting for the joint. So again, like he did drop. It was a decent little joint. It went gold. You know what I'm saying? But
sneeze at.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at. But it's not like when you linking up with Drizzy, and I think Drizzy can have a big year just like Hove is setting up things right now. I think Drake could have a big year if he drops the right records. But again, like Jay Kent was saying, it's about getting with the right producers with the right situations, and will Drake do that? Because again, this is ego. It's almost like he's like in the LeBron James thing.
Yeah,
it's about ego. LeBron can play this whole Luka Magic thing right, or he can get into his ego bag and play it wrong. So I think Drake, again, bad move, decent music, not the right timing, because really people don't want to hear no R&B from Drake. They want to hear him go hard in the paint like GNX. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like Kendrick saying, "Hey man, I'm gonna drop an R&B record with Anthony Hamilton right now." You trying to hear that bull?
Coming off a battle. Come on.
Yeah, come off the battle. Yeah, me and Anthony Hamilton, we're gonna do our beards the same way. Have one struggle hair right here and come out with out. Get your ass out of here, nigga. Charlie. So get out of here with the bull. You know what I'm saying? But salute, man. Like again, man.
Come on.
Yeah, and again, like if somebody's basically saying like, "Hey, man, you like younger women," I wouldn't be making music for younger women. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going straight, totally different. I wouldn't be talking about women. I'll be going hard in the paint or doing what we doing. And again, like El was saying, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like dark Toronto. Don't get me wrong. The vibe is dope.
Toronto sound.
Yeah, it's got. Don't get me wrong. The vibe is dope. It's just not what cats want to hear.
Recycled.
And again, it's just not what cats want to hear. I agree 100%, J Camp. So again, I think Drake really needs to get away from the yes men, do some really dope, some soul searching, and go hard in the paint, man. And really we're not talking about just focus on Kendrick. Just focus on yourself, man. Because again, you made a lot of bread. To me, it's like, hey, get your when Diddy kind of had to figure out things after Big died, he focused on Mace and a lot of other cats around him, Black Rob and all those cats. Drake needs to basically round himself up a Griselda kind of posse, man, and then go hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? When Jay had Big and Memphis Bleak going hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? State Property and all that. So maybe he'll figure it out. But again, man, it's hard when you've been number one and never lost. And go from there, yeah, man. That Anthony Hamilton died with that struggle period. But let me see what everybody in the chat saying. Daniel saying T-Pain could have helped Drake send the check, man. Yeah, and get the hooks right, man. Yeah, right. I mean, holla at Tank, man. Go to the real R&B cats and get right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll give him credit though for moving past the beef, except for the one joint where he tried to slip it in, but it was still the victim card. It was like he wanted to remind people
he's going so hard on the victim card.
But at least he's attempting to move past it and go into a different, you know what I'm saying, space in his career. I respect him for that, but this wasn't, like you said, Iceberg, horrible timing, and just let's not continue to recycle sounds anymore. Like this OVO sound, like it's watered down, especially when you got 21 joints of that. Like,
here's the thing though, that might be all he has in his bag.
Ooh, ho.
It is, Bebop. It is. that's why this is a challenge. This is a challenge for him. Like
Right.
We issuing a challenge. Like, let's retire that sound. Like, I think your Spotify listeners is telling you something. Like, to me, like when your listeners start to drop off, when you getting dominated in the game, in the space that you've been going hard on, that's your fan base telling you, like, hey, bro, like we need a little something different.
He only
Numbers
has a
talk.
few plates of a couple
Data
plates of
talks.
pasta. A couple plates of pasta that he's been throwing on the wall to see what sticks.
This nigga said he's Fazoli's.
Man, straight Fazoli's.
With no bread, with no extra breadsticks. You get no breadsticks in the drive-through. You gotta go back in and get the breadsticks.
Yeah, you only getting the $5 bowl.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah.
CLB.
Yeah, some marinara. Oh. But this is the thing, J. Kim. If you step in the club, you know what I'm saying, and you see a nigga leaned up like this with a face like this, is this nigga really like on top of the game? With a face like this in the club with them California raisin pants?
Man, those Missy Elliott I Can't Stand the Rain pants.
Yeah. Like this looks like a nigga that looks defeated.
Yeah, that
Hold up, man.
like
We
man
couldn't
who
did
don't
the
know where he wanna
yeah,
be.
we could have done without the again. It's not a you gotta put out relevant music. It wasn't needed, man. Brian, what's goody, man? I see you holding it down, man. Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, look, we be honest, we know why Kendrick's getting the love. I mean, he has a song called Luther. We know what about that Luther. Hold up, let me play this for you, Brian. Hold up.
Camper.
Brian going third eye with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we know what's going on with it.
one.
But no, like I said, man, like this is the thing. When Drake's doing well, the industry does well. So we don't want anybody to just we're not fanboys of nobody, man. We like hip hop. So we want good battles, good records, good albums, like all that, man. We need radio records just like we need the street records, man. So this is why we talk about Westside Gunn in one side, and the other side we talking about Drake and Party Next Door. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we need a good body. We need good bodies of work from everybody. West Side, East Side, man, Atlanta, Houston. We need all that, man. Chi-Town. You know, so again, like this is why we talk about Drake on this channel, not because we always endorse his music, because man, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's be clear. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, I'm gonna give it another spin, but and again, everybody was saying, hey man, when Drake drops, nobody's gonna give him a chance. If he drops the best album ever, they're gonna say it's horrible because you know right now Kendrick is up. But to me, this wasn't the album. It wasn't really
And that's
what we needed.
short-sighted if you think it's gonna be horrible before you even listen to it. Like
Fact.
There is a lot of
the
that.
whole point of
Though.
hip hop.
Yeah.
We gotta listen to it. Well,
Yeah, so like I said, man, L saying, man, that's a good point, man. He's just throwing out tester. Yeah, man, you just testing out, you know, you just throwing out the joints, man, see if people gonna bite. And
yeah, the certified lover boy R&B, the modified version of that with like 7 or 8 songs or something, all rap. And then you know what was it? This joint? No, the 100 gigs trash, obviously. Again, this situation again. Let me try to go back to R&B with this. And this was a better effort than CLB, but it's just you're trying to throw this. You're not being creative. You're just trying to see what's still going to work, if anything.
yeah, man, yeah, California Rangers, man.
Yeah,
I'm so focused on saying the industry should do good with or without him. Damn, my nigga,
No,
the game is bigger than him, or at least it should be. I agree, it should be.
Yep.
But right now, again, Drake is normally the wave catcher. You know what I'm saying? He basically, hey, let me get on this wave. Okay, Migos, boom, and then Migos is running it for a while. Hey, let me get over here with JB the Black Boy. You know, the JB the Boy. Okay, yeah, he's finding the waves. So now with Kendrick doing the West Coast joint, everybody can't do mustard beats. So now, basically, where's it go? And I think my prediction, man, just personally, is the overground cats, the Westside Guns, the Stove God Cooks. They're going to be the ones that really take over, unless you know somebody like a Nas or that caliber, or like a Jay comes out, and then they kind of go from there. We see DJ Khaled trying to basically get those records cleared from Drake. He don't want to clear them no more, so we may not get DJ Khaled put out some commercial shit, and that'll kind of change the game for a little bit. But where do you guys see sonically hip hop going before we get up out of here?
Well, again, like I said earlier, man, Kendrick changed that frequency. I mean, he sped it up. He took it back to not just a club, but he took it back to the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a bunch of music in the '90s that was neighborhood centric, where you can be outside on the porch jamming to that, man. Kendrick changed the frequency up completely, man. It's no more that text me when you come home. It's no more of that, man.
Text me when you come home.
And you can tell by the
Shut your ass up.
to this album that your boy dropped. That's why you said horrible timing. Like, you know, Kendrick forcing people to rap now. Like you can't, especially if you on that mainstream commercial side. You can't just now come with just lazy raps. Like you can't. So you can't do no more testing. You can't throw no more spaghetti at the wall and hope it sticks. Now you got to make music now.
Right.
So Drake is now at a crossroads in his career because he's never been really forced
The crossroads.
to really just make.
And I'm gonna miss
He's
everybody.
made music, but he's been in that test bag. Now you got to be in your creative bag. You can't ride no more waves.
Yeah, because people
Kendrick
have
exposed
already
all that.
picked up on what he's on. So
He exposed all that, man. Do that.
Daniel Wilson said the R. Kells Chocolate Factory. Drake got to come back after Kendrick be chilling home with the Grammys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man.
So, like I said, man, you know, again, we want everybody to win. This is why we talk. Like again, you know, ASAP was in this situation for a lot of years, for 4 years.
Yeah.
3 years, 4 years. He's finally good to go. He should have the best run of his life. He can drop some music. He's got the publicity. Riri got the kids, you know what I'm saying, in daycare. Go in the studio, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's got his stuff. They got that smut off his name for the most part. Go out there and drop some music. Get on a Khaled record. You know, just if you just want to pepper spray the game, you know, like Jay Kemp said, you're gonna pepper spray the joint. I can see this year being a really good year because legally a lot of stuff's getting cleared out. So now you can go and get that bag. Because again, when you got a new administration coming in and they cutting boys, you got to figure out a new bag to get. Let's be clear. And everybody's not going to go for just some old reheated T-Pain shit on either side, whether that's boom bap hip hop or some pop records. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to come with it, man. And if you're an independent artist, listen to what J. Kent BOP is saying, man. Come out with something different, man. Again, the drumless raps, man, it's almost out of there, bro. You gotta have to change it up a little bit. And I think honestly, man, this Dave East and salute to Ransom, that's our people. I think this album gonna be crazy too. It might be a nice start to the year of a overground record that's doing more than just drumless beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the cat's gonna have to change it up this year, man. Like 2020 to 2024, we've heard all that. This year, you gonna have to reinvent your sound. Everything, man. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple of artists, man, I've been hearing that they're going back to audio reel-to-reel tapes just to change up the sonically what it sounds like on their joints. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're gonna have to do, man. So again, J. Kent, BOP, Fresh Out, man, 293, great episode. J. Kent, BOP, take us home, man.
For Sugar Dig, man, again, man, great show, fellas. A lot of gems dropped. Iceberg, you cooked. Bebop, you cooked. Man, Chef, Most Def did hit the nail on the head.
He did. That mom music. Excuse.
Straight Tarjay music. That's what that is, man. But salute to Kendrick again, man, for switching up the frequency, man, and just making us retraining our ears to what hip hop is all about, man. We have fun. But we got to be serious and we got to have a message, man. We got to have something for these kids to chew on, man. It can't just be we talking to strippers. It can't just be we popping pills. It can't just be the foolishness, man. At some point, I'm going to need some of these guys to act their age. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in your 40s or in your mid-30s and still talking to kids as if you want to be a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to get Thug Life tattooed on your chest, but you're 39. Like, we got to get past that, man. Like, music has so much room to grow. If you're an artist, you should be growing with the music. You should be. You shouldn't be stuck in time. That's when your everything gets stuck in the mud. Your sales, your sound, everything, man. These are gems. This ain't hate. This is just gems, man. You know, for people who really trying to do this. But we appreciate y'all, man. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. because we gonna be here every Wednesday. Same
Yes, sir.
bat time, same back
Same
channel.
back
BOP.
channel.
Already. A lot of great gems that J Camp just shared. Appreciate both you brothers, Iceberg, J Camp. Y'all killed it as always. We did our daggone thing, but not only us, so did y'all. Y'all were contributors like you always are along with us. And that's one of the reasons why we can't do this thing that we call Fresh Out without you guys. We appreciate you guys more than you know or maybe can fathom. This is a collective thing, so we want this hip hop thing to remain that way. Hit that like and subscribe, as J Camp likes to coin it. Hit that like and subscribe button and go to FRSHOUT.com. That's spelled like this on the screen. If you're listening to us on the podcast, it's FRSHOUT.com. You can get several products of high quality that's hip hop related. You know that you gonna find something you like. So definitely check that out. Be careful out here on those airways. I mean, there seems to be plane crashes just left and right. Latest one was somewhere out in Arizona per the date of this recording. So, and I had a
Nigga, I'm taking a train, Paul.
Man.
Amtrak, nigga. I'm on that joint.
I don't blame you, bro, because it's a lot of craziness going on. So we always, and that's one of the million reasons why we always emphasize to be safe. So we appreciate y'all. Rock with us next time. Thanks. Take care, and God bless you. And with that said, ride this train home. Well, I ain't gonna say soul plane. Yeah, right. I can't say soul plane based off of what's been going on out here. But yeah, conduct this train on home for us, brother.
The conductor. Hey man, this is the thing, man. Let's be clear.
Come on the train.
Hey, let's be clear, man. I've been knowing these dudes, man, for 25 years, man. These are my brothers. This is why we have the chemistry that we have. J Camp, man. If you're new to the show or just, going with the journey of the show, man, rhymer, MC, producer, you know what I'm saying, extraordinaire, man, visionary, BOP, man, raps, man, produces, man, correlates, man, music and albums and projects, man. We got a lot of stuff coming out soon. But again, this is why we talk the talk that we do, because again, we make the music. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the game for a while. I'm in my 40s, so we've seen everything. So again, man, come here, man, and make us family. You know what I'm saying? We talk hip hop every Wednesday. We're gonna give y'all some flavor, you know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, be safe. It's family over here. Make sure you call your mama, your daddy, your grandmother if they living, man. Salute to Granny Berg, man. She's feeling good. She got surgery, man, next couple of days. So we're gonna be checking on Granny Berg. But salute to everybody, man. J Camp, Bebo P in the chat, man. Y'all hold it down, man. We'll see y'all maybe Sunday. If not, definitely next Wednesday, man. We'll check y'all out, man. Peace.
Peace.
Salute.
Eat.
World's most dangerous podcast.
We gonna be in the building with J Camp was going down, man. Let's get it.
What's good?
Hundo up in this studio. Hundo. We ain't out.
Please wipe your feet. You rocking with Fresh Out. Yeah. Fresh Out is here, ain't no tiptoeing. The competition running like they Jesse Owens. Please believe, Dookie, this is our moment. We hard in the paint, boy, Kavon Looney. I told Iceberg, please hand the koofy. I'm not a newbie. You will never catch my feet in the bad boy jacuzzi. Stop it. That's that sus ish. We live B, we want the real smoke. And be careful, it's kinda cutthroat. The chat going ham, they just might make you get out like no one in the blue notes. Stop it.
Boo, 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 boo.
Do.